Hi, internet. I'm sorry in advance.
I'm already tired. Oh my god. I'm Wingsome. That's Wingy. Um,
Hello.
every week we draw a D&D character and then usually we talk about something that's not D&D. This week we did
I
randomly roll for
don't know
one
how to
though.
tell you this, but the frame didn't update.
God damn it. Okay, here we go. Starting soon is up now. Christ, it's already messy. Okay.
It was messy before we started. We don't even have to say already. Like, bitch, it was messy.
What now, Twitch? What now, Twitch? Okay, so we're gonna draw a D&D character. This week we rolled a Soul Knife Rogue of the human variety with the background of Noble. So yeah. Oh,
Hello.
okay. The internet's being really weird, and Twitch did respond to did interrupt this stream to notify me that I was in fact streaming. I was like, "What are you doing, Twitch?" Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, let's assign some stats. God damn it.
Can you read them out to me again?
Yeah. Um. Okay, I just remembered that we named our last character Emerald Degrassi. So
That was your fault. You can't even tell me that it was partially my fault. That was entirely you. I don't
okay, we rolled
deserve
a 10,
this.
a 10, a 12, a 13, a 14, and a 16. Obviously, the 16's gonna go to Dex.
Yeah. I don't care where the rest of the stats go.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
put the
bad?
14 into Charisma because I feel like Noble's
Can
just
we give it a 10
automatically.
intelligence?
Yeah.
Can we give it a 10 intelligence and a 10 wisdom?
I mean, if it's a teenager, that feels
I really want to
correct.
cause drama.
Should they have a 14 con and then a 12 strength then?
Yes.
Oh,
This is
excuse me,
exactly how.
13. The 13 goes to con and then the 12 goes to strength. Okay. What are the
Do
bonuses that
humans
humans
get the
get?
ability for we're doing variant human, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because standard human is every single ability score gets an increase by one. Um,
That's honestly
but
too messy for me.
we can choose two different ones to get an increase of one. So whatever that 13 is gets bumped for sure.
So we choose two to get plus one, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We
so
also
con
get
goes
one
to
skill
14.
proficiency.
Okay, none of the
I
other ones
think
are
that we should just
odd.
put
So let's just throw it into
we should
Dex, right?
just yeah. So for the ASI, because you also start with a feat as a variant human.
Yeah, so you might
Um,
as well pick up the ASI at level 4.
Also, you get proficiency in a skill of your choice. Um, and I do think it's performance.
It has to be. Okay, but real quick,
Unless Noble already gets performance.
I think they get
Let's
persuasion
see.
actually.
They get persuasion, they also get history, but I do think that they have proficiency in performance.
Okay, okay. We gotta name this person so that I can start drawing while you yammer on about their stats.
Okay. You wanted
Fantasy.
this to be a magical girl.
I'm gonna draw a magical girl regardless of what character we come up with. Does fantasy name
That's
generator
where
have
we are.
Does fantasy name generator have noble names?
Probably.
Do we want to make them French?
We can. I don't give a shit.
We could also make them Chinese, but I don't know many Chinese names.
Neither do I. Being some.
No. Blanche.
Oh. Hmm.
Celine.
Celine Dion.
We can't do another week like this.
What are you talking about? This is every fucking week.
Vivian? That's too nice
Vivian
of a
would
name.
work. Veronica.
Clara? Clarice? Ingrid?
Sure.
Hold on.
Is that but
I'm
is
just
that
gonna.
magical girl name generator? You know, a lot of these are French looking from oh no, these are all white ladies trying to name their children mystical magical baby names. Um
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that.
What about Jesselyn May Porter?
What the fuck?
Zara Harvey Lotway?
Oh, these are too many syllables.
Josephine? Was one of the characters in one of the many ones we've watched named Josephine?
Honestly, I don't know any of their names. I just know their colors and the animal
Yeah, I mean, and they're
associated with
always the
them.
same handful of colors.
Yeah, it's pink, orange,
Blue.
green, blue, purple sometimes if there's a fifth one.
Eloise. Too many names, too many
God,
syllables.
remember Eloise the book?
Yeah, perfect.
Incredible.
Okay, I like the name Gwendolyn. Probably because we're watching Faye and Flowers right now.
Yeah.
What is sort of a ridiculously posh last name?
You're asking so much of my brain this morning.
Um, Truly all of the names from the various uh the only name I can think of right now is Darcy. My brain is rotting from the inside.
Mush. What if I just left field look at puppet names on this name generator?
Isn't that just haunting though?
Clover, Chitter, Minty.
I feel like the last name can have the word Thorpe in it somehow.
Why Thorpe?
Or Gwendolyn Barclay. Barclay?
Barclay's fine. Let's
Okay,
just move on
we
from
gotta
this.
move
It's
on.
been
We
15
gotta
minutes.
move on. It has not been 15 minutes because we started late, bitch.
Sorry, it's been 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm so glad that we suffered through all of that for one of the worst names we've ever thought of on stream. You're welcome.
I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I'll just start talking about mechanics and we'll figure it out as we go.
Let me switch to my screen.
Yeah, so she's a rogue, and you know, rogues have those fun things like sneak attack and cunning action, and I feel like we don't need to go over those again.
We've gone over them so many times on stream.
But I will say, before stream, you did say she's going to have rollerblades, and then I said that's how she dashes as a bonus action. So I'm now committing you to rollerblades.
So, is there in the magical girl world? I've chosen gnarliest brush for sketching in. When they transform, they get a new outfit. Is the outfit stored in a closet somewhere, or is it part of their flesh? Thoughts?
It's stored in whatever gem they carry with them, right?
Fuck, you're right.
They have a gem, and then the gem goes, wow, we're gonna do a hot transformation scene, but it can't be that hot because it's children's animation.
But it can
So
be hot enough.
it can be hot enough, but it can't be too hot. Um, and also, all magical girls have a gem or like a little symbol or something. Anyways, I don't make the rules. Here's the deal. The Soul Knife Rogue is kind of a garbage subclass.
Well, you gotta talk
So
about
I'll
it for
talk
at
about
least
it.
3 seconds. Like, come on.
I said that it was a garbage subclass. Um, basically, it's one of the psionics classes in Tasha's, but all the other psionics classes sound cooler to me. Um, basically, you have psionic energy dice, which are like a d6, which is not very high, to be honest. I don't know if it ever increases. Oh, it does increase. It increases at 5th level to a d8, and then a d10, and then a d12. So it's kind of like a martial arts die, but it starts in a d6. Um, anyways, basically, you expend psionic dice. I'm assuming there's a table somewhere that I can look at, but I don't know where that table is. um, oh, you have a number of these dice equal to twice your proficiency bonus. Okay, cool.
Her legs are way too long.
Incredible. And then these dice refresh at a rest or long rest. I can't tell. Long rest. And then once per rest, you can also just regain an energy dice as a bonus action, but it's only once per rest. Anyways.
Per any rest?
Yeah, per any rest, but it's only one dice.
That's not bad,
and you
honestly.
can't do it again. Yeah. It's not terrible, but it's not great. So, like, first through...
Do they get two... Real quick, do they get 2 knives, or is it 1 knife?
You summon psychic blades, so I think it's kind of however many you want.
I'm giving her 2 knives.
You can have 2, because you can make 2 attacks. You can make a bonus action attack, but it's only a d4. Anyways, to be honest, I think that bonus action attack is not useful. I guess rogues don't get, what is it? The offhand attack.
Well, anybody can make an offhand with a melee.
That's fair. It's just that your offhand is probably going to do more damage.
Weapons. Yeah.
Most light weapons still do more damage than a d4, no?
No, not necessarily. Daggers are considered light weapons. They do a d4. Sickles are considered light weapons. I think maybe they do a d6.
Okay. I guess I was just playing a class that my offhand is better than a d4, so...
Okay, I'm gonna delete all of this. Okay.
Delete your art.
I've realized that if you're gonna be rollerblading, you gots to be leaning down more if you're gonna do a crossover like that. But I don't really want to draw her.
Hear me out. Psychic blades. Her rollerblades are psychic blades.
No, we can't go there. That's too much for me. Does that mean she kicks?
She do the kick. It's like a Lincoln in Dungeons and Daddies right now. where he kicks with his cleats. Anyways, I'll just talk about more psionic stuff and then you can ignore me.
Sounds good.
So as part of a third level like psionics thing, I'm not sure if this is for every class or if it's just for this one, but it kind of the language feels like it's kind of every class, every psionics class. Um Basically if you fail an ability check or something that which you have proficiency, and so for rogues that's going to be, I guess it's only for bards this would be insane. Um but basically, if you fail a check with something that you are proficient, you can roll a psionic energy dice and add that number to your check.
Oh,
And you
interesting.
only expend the dice if the roll succeeds.
Oh shit, that's pretty good, honestly.
That's pretty good. So you get like self bardic. Could you imagine? I actually need to know if this is an every psionics class thing or not, because if this is for a bard, that's insane. Okay, so it's looking like there's not a psionic bard, which is probably why.
Wait, which other classes have psionic versions? Does a fighter have one?
There's Psi Fighter for sure. I think there's also a psionic sorcerer, but I'm not sure.
That checks out. Okay. Sorry for the long pause in drawing, y'all. I just had to find
Oh, I
reference of
think it's a wizard. Sorry.
somebody skating that wouldn't make it impossible for me to draw an outfit.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a Psi Knight for fighters, Soul Knife for the rogues, and then Psionic Soul for the sorcerer. Um, Also, another just like I think this is maybe just a psionics thing. You can establish telepathic communication.
Of course you can.
As an action, choose one or more creatures you can see up to a number equal to your proficiency bonus. Then roll one psionic energy dice for a number of hours equal to the
Excuse me?
number rolled.
Excuse me?
That's so good. Yeah, for a number of hours equal to the number rolled, you can communicate telepathically, and you have to be within 1 mile of each other.
Oh my god, I am
You also have to know the
struggling
same
today.
language. Strugs.
Well, I feel like knowing the same language is kind of whatever for most D&D games. Like you're unlikely to be hanging out with a crew that you don't know the language.
Yeah, I think that's more if you're like trying to communicate with like a creature. They're like, no, you can't do that.
Fair. Valid. You guys
So
have
the
tried
first
that kind
time,
of bullshit with me before.
huh? Remember when we had lizards do a thing for us? That was really good. And then the lizards rolled 2 nat 20s.
That is the
was
only
pretty
reason
good.
I allowed them to do anything, just to be clear.
It's because you rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yeah. Because
And
otherwise,
not because I am a raccoon.
why would I let lizards...
Not because I was a raccoon.
Look, don't test me, bitch.
I test you every day. Let's. Wait,
I don't
also,
understand how
this.
knees work.
I don't either. Also, you can use this psychic thing for without expending a psionic energy dice once per long rest.
What?
If you use it more than once, you expend the dice, but the first time you do it, no dice needed.
That feels like low-key broken.
Maybe this is why their combat abilities suck ass.
Yeah, they're like really meant to. They're more of utility people, which is strange for a rogue, honestly.
Maybe these don't suck ass, and I just like don't really play rogues, so I don't really know what's happening. I don't know. What kind of weapons do rogues normally get? Because maybe this is just comparable flavor.
Usually daggers and rapiers, and I think maybe a hand crossbow.
So like a D6 weapon, so it's D6 or D8 weapon.
Yeah, well, because you get sneak attack, so you don't want to get it too spicy in there.
Well, also you can't do sneak attack if you're too spicy. Anyways, okay, so this is comparable instead of being an absolute shit subclass like I remember it being.
Oh my god, I can't do this today. Christ almighty.
Yeah, so the big thing for psionics for Soul Knife rogues is you get psychic blades. Which flavor wise is incredible. Whenever you make the attack action, you can manifest a psychic blade in a free hand and make an attack with the blade. And it does have a thrown range.
I'm so sorry that this is happening right now.
Listen, we started off this stream weird. It's going to continue to be weird. I don't know.
I think I just need to have less rogue energy and more magical girl energy.
That's totally fair. Yes, anyways. This blade has a range of 60 feet, but it has no long range, so you can't throw outside of its range. Does 1d6 damage. The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses.
That's kind of fun, honestly, for like stealth reasons.
This would be fun for this would be fun for a spy campaign because it leaves no mark on the target if it dies. If it deals damage, sorry.
That is actually hype. As a concept,
right?
I'm into it.
And then as a bonus action, you can use a D4 and do a weapon. Does this use your psionics die? I cannot tell.
That's gotta use your psionics die, right?
I guess it doesn't, according to this text. Maybe this is actually an okay subclass. I just remember when I was doing a skim of this being like, this will use your dice so quickly, but if it doesn't use your dice, then it's fine. Yeah, it says nothing about using your dice for these psionic blades, so. Okay.
Okay, this is as good as the pose is gonna get. I'm just gonna start designing clothes. That's what I came here
Honestly,
to do.
designing clothes is the fun part. Everything else is the meh. I like designing clothes a lot. So that's the up to the third level of rogue stuff. Sorry. Okay. They are also a noble, which means that they are the rich girl in their group of magical girls. Fuck, you get a scroll of pedigree as a noble.
That's fucked. The word pedigree is bad.
That's horrible. Wizards of the Coast, I have some more notes for you.
Have you seen the drama with Spelljammer?
Yes.
We don't need to unpack it.
Yikes.
We really don't.
Yikes is all I have to say about that one. You would think someone would vet their material before publishing it, no?
I guess not, though, right?
I guess not. Hi. Same. Me too. They're both over here meowing. Why are we meowing? Oh, for
Oh my
fight
god,
time.
I
It's
hate
fight
this
time.
drawing so much. Why is this happening to me today?
Just draw Nubs. Draw her like a paper doll. So you can draw flats of the clothing and flats of a body. um I don't really understand this background thing that you get, so I'm not going to read it. I think it requires a little bit too much of like monarchy to be happening in the campaign for it to be useful. And I kind of feel like we're not doing noble in the sense of monarchy.
Yeah, we're just doing noble in the sense of like rich.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'm not going to read this. This is boring. Oh my god, I get to do the favorite part now is we're going to talk about feats. We haven't really gotten to talk about feats on this stream because we only make up to third level. But since the human gets to start with a feat,
Variant human specifically. Not everybody allows that in their
variant human.
campaigns.
Which I think this is more fun flavor wise than the standard human of just getting an increase on every single score. Obviously there's some useful things like what are some useful things? I feel like Great Weapon Master is usually useful, but not for this character.
Sharpshooter might be
Magic
useful actually for this character.
What does Sharpshooter do? Let me find it. But I was kind of thinking we give them something useless, no?
Also good.
What's Skulker? I'm gonna look this up. I don't think Sharpshooter is useful because this weapon doesn't have a long range. Like, very specifically, the Psychic Blade doesn't have long range. Okay, what is Skulker? Oh my god. This could be fun. Skulker could be fun if we're thinking of a spy campaign for this Psionics. This soul knife. Basically, if you are hiding from a creature, well, first, you can try to hide when you are lightly obscured from the creature, which I guess is a flavor thing for campaigns. Depends on how strict your DM is. But when you are hidden from a creature and you miss it with a ranged weapon attack, the attack doesn't reveal where you are.
Yeah.
And dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on perception checks. So this could be fun for this character. I'm vetoing Sharpshooter. Let's see, what else would be funny? I mean, Tavern Brawler would be very funny, but not useful. Oh, Mobile could actually be good for this character as well.
Mobile is a great feat.
I thought about taking Mobile, and then I didn't because I wanted a partial ASI. But speed increases by 10 feet, and then when you use a dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you movement, or doesn't cost extra movement, so you can just like move as normal. And I think with cunning action, that's big, right?
Okay, we need.
And then when you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of your turn, regardless of if you hit.
Is that the mobile feat?
Yeah. So if you make a melee attack against, like this is a great
phenomenal
feat. I probably should have taken this instead of the feat that I took, but we could also. I also really enjoy Fey Touched. I know that it doesn't make a lot of sense because she's not a spellcaster. but
But
you
Fey Touched
increase
is a
it.
fun feat
It's a really
conceptually.
fun feat. You increase intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by one, which doesn't make a lot of sense for this character, but who gives a shit?
Well, I
Um,
mean, since we're taking that
you could increase
feat,
that. Yeah, it doesn't
they
make
can
a lot of
always take
sense.
the ASI.
The next time. Oh yeah, at that,
Exactly.
and then get a bump to Dex and charisma, right? Because that would be.
Yeah.
I think also Fey Touch just makes sense for a magical girl, right? Like it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so maybe we would go with this. The other two are too utility focused.
Yeah.
Why be utility focused when you can be a shithead? Are we making another shithead?
Yeah, it's not even a grifter. We said we were going to make a grifter this week, and we just have made a shithead. We've made another shithead.
We can't help ourselves. It's because
It's
we weren't
because
shitheads as
we're,
teenagers.
yeah.
We're living out our shithead fantasies. Um. Oh, other parts of Fey Touch. You learn Misty Step. Um, fantastic. I love Misty Step.
Misty Step is an S tier spell. Bonus action
It's an S
teleport.
tier spell.
Hello. I mean, I know she gets a bonus
Um,
action dash already, but
but since we're not taking the mobile feat, that might, opportunity attacks.
yeah.
Just teleport. And also, I think it fits really well with the psionics vibe of it. You know. Okay, so you learn Misty Step, and then you also get a first level divination or enchantment spell. You can only cast these spells once per day, I think, once per long rest. And
Absolutely
then
valid, given that it's pretty powerful.
it's pretty powerful, and it is a feat. So like, take with that what you will. Let me look at some. Oh fuck! You could take Dissonant Whispers. That would be funny. Um, I mean, obviously the useful stuff is like Silvery Barbs is very useful.
Silvery Barbs is honestly a broken spell.
I'm maybe gonna okay. As a heads up, I put Fey Touched on my Battlesmith.
Of course you did.
Well, I needed that +1 increase. I needed the +1 increase to intelligence. Um, and I was gonna take a Hex or Hunter's Mark because I think those are both options. Um, but I already had a bunch of concentration stuff, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. That's actually too many concentration things. You know?
Yep.
Okay, but what if what if she takes Speak with Animal?
Just to really, really double down on how useless she is.
Yeah. But then she can telepathically speak with animals, right?
I mean,
Because she's got that psionic. She can also take Gift of Alacrity. That's the thing where you add like a D8 to your initiative. I mean, if we really wanted to go magical girl, she would have detect good and evil. Like I feel like that would be her spell.
yeah, it's very. Magical girls are paladins, honestly.
They are paladins, but we do keep making them shitheads. And I guess a lot of paladins are also shitheads, so like, whatever. I love the swoopy ponytail. It's such
Thank
a
you.
vibe. Um what if we give her compelled duel?
Compelled duel is so funny. As a rogue, it is so not it, but
Because you don't get sneak attack. Ah! But could you imagine?
I mean, I'm imagining it now, and it's incorrect.
It's incorrect, but it's so funny. She could also get heroism if she wanted something useful. Heroism or silvery barbs, both useful. Could have. Oh, but what if she has command?
Command is good.
And I feel like it fits in with her, like, noble background. Like, she's got an authoritative vibe about her, despite being on roller skates and also being a teenager who uses psychic blades to hurt people.
God, that is such a teenager ass thing to do, though.
Right? Can you even imagine? Yeah. So I think her spell is command. Um Command's like a pretty of these lists, command is a pretty mid spell, I would say.
Yeah,
But it
command
is
is
fun.
tough because, like, you're limited to the
I feel
one
like
word, and, you know, the enemy does get to try and save.
yeah. So I do think that it's a flavor thing for her to have command, but I think it's correct. I also think dissonant whispers could be correct. I think that's funny too. But yeah, I mean like a first level spell that does 3d6 of damage. Right? Come on.
Sorry, which spell is
If she
this?
could get a dissonant whispers,
Oh, yeah, Dissonant Whispers is a great spell.
also an option for her. Uh,
Wow,
yeah, and the
thank you to
spellcasting
everybody
modifier.
who absolutely suffered through the first half hour of this stream with me. I've finally landed on a pose. We will be
Congrats.
nowhere near drawing this by the time this stream is finished, but hey.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out what I'm drawing.
Hey, we
I might
made
just
it,
draw an.
kids.
I might just draw an animal.
That's fine. I mean, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
I just like drawing animals.
And those of you watching, you'll never guess where the reference came from. Hint, it's Pokemon.
Yokimon?
The more we do this stream, the more I realize exactly how much Pokemon influenced my entire art sensibility.
And my life.
Well, let's not get too...
We don't need to go there. Okay. I've talked about all the mechanics that I think are interesting. But we can talk about higher level things. Okay. Oh, this is where the psionics dice get used. At 9th level, you start having to use your psionic energy dice to do extra special things. One of them is a homing strike, which, like, come on. Basically, if you miss your attack, you can add your psionic die to the number roll. So it really is like self-bardic. Does this take a reaction? I don't think it does. Damn. Okay. Oh, this is really fun.
It doesn't even take
So I guess
wait, hold on. It doesn't even take a reaction?
For homing strike, it doesn't say. I think it's just part of your attack action.
Fascinating.
This is where Misty Step might not be that useful. But as a bonus action, you can manifest a Psychic Blade, expend an energy dice, roll it, throw the blade to an unoccupied space you can see equal to 10 times the number rolled, and then teleport.
Oh, yes. I remember They used it in
Rundown
MadPod,
Johnny.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rundown Johnny. Fucking hilarious. So Fey Touch might not be that useful, but it is funny and it does make a lot of sense.
But also, you know, if you
So
don't want to use the psionic dice, having Misty Step never hurt anybody.
that's true.
Like, it may not be the most
Um,
efficient allocation of resources, but who cares?
this is a shithead, so she doesn't have to be playable.
We can also make her a grifter, though. You know, spice it up a little.
Nobles. I mean, are all nobles not grifters in some sense?
Oh, good. We're having this moment on stream again, are we?
Huh? God. Twitter this week was fun, I will say.
Oh, Twitter this week was rowdy.
It was rowdy and I was here for it. I feel like I shouldn't say why it was rowdy, but I think everybody knows why it was rowdy. At 13th level, you can, as an action, become magically invisible.
Of course you can.
And you can do this for free once per long rest.
Excuse me?
Also, it lasts for an hour.
Yo, upper level play is so busted.
I know. I want to get there one day, but I know that we're all very stupid and probably won't get there, but I want to get there. And you can expend psionic energy dice to do this again. So maybe this subclass doesn't suck, and I was just like, the resource management of this must suck. But then it doesn't suck until you get to 9th level. So I guess it's okay. Okay, at 17th mind, you can, quote, sweep your psychic blade directly through a creature's mind.
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
I don't really know. Oh, when you use your psychic blades to deal sneak attack damage to a creature, you can force your target to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh shit! If the save fails, the target is stunned for 1 minute.
Holy shit, a whole ass minute? Christ.
Okay, the stun creature can make the saving throw at each of its turns. But still, insane.
What is the DC?
Insane.
What is the DC?
8 plus proficiency bonus plus dex. So by 17th level, your proficiency bonus is like +5, right?
Yeah, it's pretty high.
So that's at least a 13, and then you add your dex, which right now is a 3, but will probably be a 4 by then, or even a 5. So it's like an 18. DC 17 or 18.
An absolutely unhinged energy.
That's insane. I was stunning creatures for 1 round as a monk, and it changed everything. This is insane.
Yeah, stun is like honestly such a rough condition to deal with as a DM.
Huh?
It's like the whole reason to give your baddies con.
And resistance also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the Soul Knife Rogue stuff. What else would you like me to talk about?
Well, you could start talking about her past and maybe how she's a grifter.
And how she has an animal creature, so I can draw an animal creature. You're so right. Thank you.
Is this stream getting worse? I think it might be.
I think we peaked at Warren Squirtle, which was our second stream. We had a whole world and everything built during that stream, and these days we're just like... not doing that. Except for the Burled, which we still do need a shitty teen for the Burled, but
Maybe we take a couple weeks off from shitty teens, though. Nah, who am I kidding?
my silence says everything. We're not doing that. I do think that we need to roll a new set because I looked at the stuff that I had put in the queue and went, no, I don't want to do any of that. So we'll probably have to do a new queue of characters. But I have luckily saved a bunch of screenshots of things that could be fun. What was I talking about? Oh, her animal companion. You're so tired of me.
I'm just tired, period, honestly.
You right. Sleepy beepy. Wow, Harold found a piece of cardboard on the ground and is going nuts. You know what? It actually might be a clump of his fur. Okay. She's a noble, so she's rich. How is she a grifter? I mean, she's rich. Okay, but what if she's like, okay, what if it's she's rich, but her family just lost all their money and like.
Oh my god, her family just lost all of their money, but she still got sent to the in a scheme, and she still got sent to private school, and now she's grifting the private school.
Yeah. I do think that her animal companion talks, and I don't make the rules on that.
And it has a freaky old man voice.
It has a freaky old man voice.
Very Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah. Shout out to Gigi not talking at the end of that movie. I mean,
an absolute heartbreaker, but also correct thematically, just to be clear.
I know. Miyazaki really gets it, and it makes me sad.
Apparently in the the released for US version, which I guess we didn't have as children. I always thought ours was the US version, but Gigi talks about the American version.
Yeah, I also thought that ours was the US version, but I think that we might have had an old enough copy that it was just the dubbed Japanese version.
Yeah.
Because also people complain a lot about the Disney release of it having terrible music choices. And I think our music choices, the music in ours might have been the original as well. So I think we just have like an old dubbed Japanese copy. Or like, yeah. Anyways, what kind of animal companion does she have? Does she have but what if she has a chinchilla?
Why did I know you were going to say chinchilla before you even said chinchilla? I just felt it in the air. I was like, this bitch has a chinchilla. I don't know how to explain it, but she does.
I think it's the hair that you drew.
It is very chinchilla, isn't it? I'm having a hard time figuring out how the hair connect to the neck, though.
Give her an ear and then a huge earring.
I was going to cover the ear is the thing.
Fine.
Because, like, the thing is, I think the
ear would go ponytails right over their ear?
Well, the bangs were going to go over the ear, bitch. I'm not a psychopath, Christ.
You could still just draw an earring.
God, this drawing is poison.
You don't have to draw the ear. I do think her chinchilla's name is Reginald.
An incredible choice for a chinchilla.
I kind of feel like her chinchilla's name is Reginald. I think she has a bunch of friends at private school who try and call him Reggie, and he
And he
goes,
protests loudly. No.
"Yeah, no, it's Reginald," and then he goes back to sleep. Uh, I am gonna draw him
This is
wearing a
it.
scarf. Um,
It's becoming Hamtaro. That's what's happening right now.
hashtag Hamtaro. I love Hamtaro. I'm gonna
Another
find out where I can.
phenomenal, weird ass Asian show we
Children's
watched as
anime.
children.
I'm gonna find out where I can watch Hamtaro.
Christ.
I feel like that's the problem is that now that I'm living by myself, I have no self control.
We didn't
Um,
have a lot of self control as children either, just to be clear, internet, in case it wasn't already
but it's
obvious.
even worse now. It's even worse now. um, so that's her animal companion. What is her adventuring party though?
Well, it's gotta be another bunch of teen girls, a la indie.
Yeah, it's just the same archetype. It's the same archetypes, but she is the rich one instead of being the poor one.
Well, she kind of is
Uh,
also the poor one if she's grifting her way through private school, right?
she's the secret poor one. Um,
Doing the bare minimum to undermine anime tropes.
bare minimum. Truly.
Somehow almost less than the minimum.
Good enough. Oh, I was gonna say where we went to high school. I'm gonna stop myself.
It's
Uh,
probably pretty easy to find out where we went to high school.
I mean that's true, but also we're not gonna go there.
Is that where the ear go on the head? I think that's too far back.
Listen, it's anime. Do whatever you want.
Or maybe it's just that the hair made it look like it was too far back. Yeah, because that's definitely too far forward. See, this is why I didn't
Okay.
want to do.
Then don't draw the ear. Just draw the bangs. You could do one really wispy long bang that curls. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a hair tendril,
Yeah, I kind of know
and
what you're
it
talking
cover the
about.
hair,
Hold on. I hate all
and
of
it
this
cover
hair.
the hairline. It cover the hairline.
She's got such a cute face, and I goofed on the hair.
um, I do think that her adventuring party does have a girl who's really good at science,
It has to.
and she like carries a beaker around of mystery chemical. you know.
I feel like D&D parties often have a character that just has some mysterious potions.
Yeah. Okay, but let's mechanically. Okay, not mechanically. What is it for anime? For magical girls, they all have the thing that helps them transform. What do we
Yeah, their
think is
arcane
what?
focus
Yeah.
in D&D terms.
So what is hers? I think for like the really fun magical girl transformation scene, I feel like um because she has psychic blades, it'd be really like really lit if she pulled a psychic blade out of her chest or something.
Yep.
I don't know if
There's always
there's like a
that bit
gem
in the
there.
transformation where they like lean back.
They lean back and then their silhouette goes like
White.
light and sparkly. Yeah. It's not always white, it's like light and sparkly. They do like an iridescent thing. And I think she pulls a psychic blade out of her chest and then brandishes it. So I think for Science Girl, what happens is she takes her beaker of magical chemical and pours it on herself.
Christ. I mean, she absolutely does.
Yeah. And then it melts away all of her pedestrian clothing and instead is a sparkly outfit.
I mean, that's for sure an alchemist artificer right there, right?
Yeah. We're just making Eldermorn again.
I support it, frankly.
She needs to have at least 2 other friends. The group of 3 is a very American thing. I feel like for any other show, it's at least 5.
Yeah.
So it's her, it's Science Friend. I feel like there's okay, but what if we actually make them all like psionics things? So obviously, like the alchemist artificer is like its own thing, but we could like flavor it as psionic stuff. Do you know what I mean?
There might be like a racial one that we could do. Like, I want to say Aasimar, maybe.
I feel like that's more celestial though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Is it not the Githyanki or whatever?
Maybe.
I think it's the Githyanki.
What was Pete in
Kalishtar?
That one. Okay. I think that one has some psionic flavor.
Yeah, so we could say like the ones that are not the psionic classes are Kalishtar as the little flavor there. So, but I do think that means that there's definitely a sorcerer. The psionic soul sorcerer, which I don't know what the subclass does, and honestly, we're not gonna go there right now. But maybe you
gotta save it for future content.
Yeah, we do have to save it for content for all of our 5 loyal followers.
The fact that we have more followers than people who normally watch stream is hilarious to me.
Yeah. Oops. I do think there's a psionic sorcerer in the group, and that's like is that the cool girl? What do we think?
I don't know.
It's probably the cool girl.
The edgy dark one.
The emo one. They're all kind of emo.
That's how these things go.
Yeah, and then there's also the Psi Fighter, which I kind of feel like there's a fencing team at school.
So she's the sporty one.
Yeah.
Sporty spice, like, if you will.
Sporty in a rich way. Sporty in a rich way.
Sporty in a bougie way. Which I guess was...
Yeah, bougie, not just rich, like bougie. And I feel like I'm now going to talk about what I think all of their transformation scenes are. So we went over the alchemist. She pours mystery chemical on herself.
This is so far from a D&D stream at this point.
It has been for a while.
To be clear, I don't care. I don't mind.
It has been for a while. I talk about Pokemon on every single stream. Like,
I feel great about it, personally.
So I think the Psi Fighter, where Gwendolyn pulls a blade out of her chest, the Psi Fighter slices her pedestrian clothes in, like, you know, uses her rapier or whatever, the fencing foil. uses that as kind of like a
A la
method of
Jens Lindell.
all a Jens Lindell, but there's clothes underneath. I am re-listening to Trinity Vale because I'm caught up in NADPOD now and I needed something. Yes, I think it's a Jens Lindell kind of thing. And so her transformation scene has a lot more spinning than the other ones do.
Spinning and lunging and shit, right?
Yeah. And then I feel like I will say that I think we should have more butch lesbian energy because you know all magical girls have lesbian energy.
They do.
But I feel like we need more butch lesbian
It's
energy.
extremely sapphic.
Yeah. So I think that it's the fighter's magical girl transformation outfit instead of being like a skirt or whatever, it's like what vibe are you going for with her dress, by the way?
I was gonna make it pretty like floofy and girly.
Okay. I do think it's like a coat and some tall boots.
For this one?
No, 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 for the fighter.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the alchemist one can also be pretty floofy. Um and then let's think about what this sorcerer would look like. What would her transformation be like?
There's definitely fishnet in it somewhere.
Like, is she wearing fishnets in her pedestrian clothes, or is that her magical girl transformation?
I don't know. But she's also wearing combat boots.
You're so right.
And like there are like spikes
Oh,
somewhere.
I keep saying pedestrian clothes, but it is definitely a school uniform that they're
It's a school
transforming out of.
uniform. Yeah, but they all like
So
I mean, the thing about school uniforms is that they can all be styled, you know what I mean?
right, but I'm thinking that for the sorcerer, it actually starts at the like the footwear area, and she like stomps her feet, and the shoes change into combat boots, and then fishnet tights grow up her legs.
Shit, you're right.
I do think she's still wearing a skirt though, but
Yes.
it's like a above the fingertips skirt.
Oh yeah. She's short and tight.
Yeah. I don't actually think it's that tight though, because I think she needs to be able to move.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking kind of like blue the blue one in Mew Mew Power.
Harold, no. I try my best. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm just realizing how many of these characters we've done in recent weeks where I have not written the flavor text for their social media posts, and now I don't remember them.
Well, good news. Many of them are not on YouTube. Congrats.
Did you save them though?
I saved them. They're just not yet up.
Cool, so I have time. When did this happen to my table? Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to
You're
think. I
good.
feel like because they all need an arcane focus of some sort, right? So, like, for the alchemist,
Absolutely.
it is mystery chemical. For our friend Gwendolyn here, it is her psychic blades, but also I think her roller blades also count. um why does she have rollerblades? We never established. She just does. uh oh, but what if they're all on the roller derby team?
Fuck. That's extremely
Scratch,
good.
fucking scratch the rapier fencing girl. They're all on the roller derby team. That's even more gay. uh, oh my goodness.
This girl crew
If
is a nightmare horror crew.
it's the only private school to have a roller derby team.
And they are regularly getting their asses whooped.
I think they're regularly getting their asses whooped, and the only one who's actually good is the alchemist girl, but we don't talk about that. I feel like Sport Girl is the fighter is the team captain. And hear me out. I
Uh-oh.
do think I do think her arcane focus, now that she doesn't have a rapier from fencing, is a coach whistle.
Christ. I mean, I brought this upon myself by making her a roller skate girl.
You told me she had roller skates, so now they're all on the roller derby team. I think the sorcerer is aggressive without having a reason to, like, roller derby is aggressive as a sport, but she's like aggressive in a way that is against the sport rules. So she's constantly benched, constantly.
Constantly.
And that's why her footwear is what if her footwear is combat Heelys?
Please. Make it stop.
You're letting me talk for this long uninterrupted. So I think Sorcerer Girl has combat Heelys. She has rollerblades, so Gwendolyn has rollerblades. I think the Alchemist Girl has like roller skates, like the four-wheeled, like cutesy retro skates.
Yeah, the ones you
I
do
think that's
tricks.
what
Although
she.
I believe roller derby is always skates, not blades.
Whatever. She wears she wears blades because she's a rich girl who has never in her life been told no once. Um, and the alchemist wears skates because that's correct and actually to what is it, to league standards. And then the fighter does indeed just wear sensible sneakers because despite being the team captain, she's more like the coach.
Maybe, okay, hear me out. Maybe she is injured and that's why she's not on the derby.
Oh, she's in a boot.
She's in a boot. When she does her magical girl transformation, she no longer has the boot. However,
She
they
has
are,
different boots.
yeah,
She has like thigh highs.
yeah, but they like when they're at school, they're not in their magical girl transformations. So
I'm thinking, yeah. I do think that coach girl or girl who has injury, so the fighter, I do think that her magical girl outfit is like a sexy track jacket.
That's the
like a
worst
slutty
thing
track
you've
jacket.
ever said on stream. Holy shit.
I've said some pretty bad things on stream.
That's the worst one yet, though. Is that what a psychic blade looks like? I mean, I think I hate this drawing.
You can stop drawing. I can draw a chinchilla for 45 minutes.
Thank fuck. All right, I'm done for now. We're switching to your screen. The face is so cute, and the ponytail is extremely satisfying, and everything after that is bad. You ready?
Yeah.
What's up, Stream Egg?
Streaming got murdered.
Oh, it's Chalk. Oh, I see. Christ. This stream is a mess. I think maybe
What is
something
it?
about
Not.
something about drawing on the Wacom makes me like have a harder time with the like sketchy posy stuff. Although I think I would have had a
I
hard
feel
time
like
today regardless.
I kind of feel like the Wacom is maybe not the most stream friendly, but I guess Drawfee all streams on Wacoms.
Yeah, but they're
I don't know.
professionals and I'm a fucking loser.
Mood. Okay. So
Is
I'm
the
gonna draw
chinchilla
Reginald
happening?
because
Do you even know what a chinchilla looks like?
yeah, I have reference images pulled up.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, everybody, all three of you watching, I need you to go look up chinchilla taking dust bath, please. It's important.
It's perfect. They're perfect.
It's
I love
so
chinchillas.
blessed. Chinchillas are really funny, and them taking a dust bath is
Should
really
I do
cute
the
because they
fat-
just like roll around.
Fat chinchilla.
Mate, it's fully up to you.
Because there's two types of chinchillas. There's the ones that are circle shaped and the ones that are kind of skinny.
There are skinny ones?
Yeah.
Well, you should definitely do the circle-shaped ones.
I also did say that Reginald does have a scarf. I don't make the rules.
I mean, you literally do make the rules.
That's true. I make up most of the most unhinged story beats in most of these things. Not all of them. A lot of them, though. Because you just let me talk because you don't talk to me while you're drawing.
Well, you don't talk to me while you're drawing sometimes, too. Except for when you're drawing an unhinged little mouse creature, so who knows? Who
Which
fucking
is
knows?
a lot of streams.
Yeah, that's true. At first we started this stream and you were like, you know what, maybe I'll get better at drawing characters. And then you were like, you know what else is kind of cool, though? What else is kind of fun and flirty, though?
Animals.
These hands are bad. We can't do this. So is there D&D adventure? Like, what
being
is
the
it?
best, being the best roller girls in the. This is just Hamtaro.
You're drawing a Hamtaro. I don't know, because there's got to be something evil too. Like maybe the Derby organizers are like possessed by demons or something.
A classic.
A classic. Oh, look at that little tail.
Me too,
Who's
Harold.
yelling?
Me too. It's Harold. Who else?
Okay, so like, I feel like maybe demons infesting the roller derby people is good. Alternatively, though, maybe their private school principal is a demon, also a classic.
That is a classic. Is that not what we made the indie one?
Fuck, you're right.
Wait, no. The indie one was that the big bad wanted to get their child into private school and
Was it really?
we can look it up. It's I did write the thing for that one.
Well, that one is already up on our website also, miraculously.
Honestly, I know why we're always like, wow, our stream is actually funny, but it's also we don't do anything on social media or on our website or on our YouTube. So, you know,
Well, YouTube
it's a little bit.
is not meant for 2 hour streams. It's just not. Like, you can really
I mean,
only.
YouTube is okay. We can talk about this off stream, but YouTube is trying to do streaming right now. And there's been several people who have been Twitch partnered who are switching over because Twitch, you know, I think
Yeah.
it's something about audiences, you know. But
Well, oh yeah, I actually do know this because
oh
I've been
no.
on YouTube
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know these specifics, but I know that like audience discoverability generally is pretty good on YouTube in comparison to most other platforms, and that YouTube doesn't
Yeah.
typically punish smaller.
Harold, can
How
you
to put
not
it?
sleep there?
How to put
Harold,
it?
please.
YouTube is a little better about
Harold.
promoting smaller channels and things like that. So,
Yeah. Harold is sleeping on half of my iPad right now.
of course he is.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he?
And Winston's trying to bite him on top of half of my iPad. Please, guys, we can't do this right now. Uh,
That's so funny. Your cats are possessed.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're so normal. They're the normalest dudes alive. Okay, sorry, that was a tangent. What was I doing? Oh, I was looking up the indie story. Um,
Was it? I
oh,
thought maybe.
it was Asmodeus summoning 9 house creatures into the Feywilds. That was what it was.
Oh, right, because they also like when they magical girl transformed, they also like kind of plane shifted, right?
They go to the Feywilds when they
Yeah, but this
transform.
one they're just magical girl shifting, I think, in plane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Indy's group of magical girls was like more fantasy, and this is more urban fantasy, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Like these girls are very much in the realm of like the way that the Mew Mew Power Girls are like in school, like literally in school.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would make more sense for like maybe not a demon. What other maybe some undead actually. We haven't done some undead in a while.
Maybe they're the top team of the roller derby league is like
Is actually
suspicious, and
ghosts.
it's ghosts. So then when you like try and ram them, nothing happens, right? Like, no, Harold, no, fuck.
Everything good on your end?
I just moved every single one of my windows on the laptop. Can you hear me still? What's happening?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just
Perfect.
processing what you said about Harold's behavior.
He's really testing me. Yes, you're both testing me. Don't look at me like that. God. Chinchillas are really cute. Have you ever pet a chinchilla?
No, but I hear they're very soft.
I pet a chinchilla one time. For some
Where?
reason, we were at, while I was doing my college tour or whatever the fuck, we stopped by an aquarium.
That had
Like in the,
chinchillas? Question mark.
it had someone just brought a chinchilla in to pet, and then I
To
pet a
the
chinchilla.
wait, somebody brought a pet chinchilla to the aquarium?
It was like an animal handler brought a chinchilla out.
Oh. Like somebody working with the aquarium.
Yeah, and then there was
Okay.
a chinchilla.
It really sounded like somebody that, like, remember when we were in Vancouver and we saw that lady walking her ferret?
Yes, it was
It sounded
incredible.
like somebody just straight up brought their chinchilla in for a day at the aquarium, the way that you said it.
Listen,
And I was like, excuse me?
Reginald. Does he
Reginald
have
is
a
a
bow tie or does he have a scarf?
blessing. I feel like we've given out a lot of bow ties recently.
Okay, so he's a scarf. I'll make this better when I do the line art.
Or like a little hat, perhaps.
What kind of hat?
A newsboy hat.
I don't know
Those
if
are
I can
hard to
draw
draw,
that in
though.
this thing. It's not a terrible attempt, honestly.
We've all made
I do
worse
think Reginald
things.
has. Reginald does have eyelashes.
Oh,
I don't
he's
know if you look at
perfect.
chinchillas, but they do have eyelashes.
They do, and also little creatures with old man voices in cartoons get to have all kinds of. Yeah. The number of times you've drawn this exact set of eyeballs on this stream.
It's a lot, but if it works, I'm not going to do anything to make it better.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, we're going to flip Reginald. Everybody get ready.
Oh, I have not flipped. What's her face?
Don't do it right now.
Oh, you don't want to listen to me suffer live on stream? Interesting.
Honestly, I think I just need to rotate Reginald's face and then he's good.
Sometimes, though, I do kind of love just like a crooked friend.
He is still a little bit of a crooked friend. Okay. I think I am going to give Reginald a scarf.
If that feels good to me.
Maybe I'll try and give him a beret also. That also feels good to me. It probably doesn't feel as good to you. You're probably like, don't give him a fucking beret.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but also don't give him a fucking beret.
Why not?
It's
Look
cursed.
at him. Honestly, everything I draw is cursed. So.
I mean, I guess.
Everything you draw is cursed too.
Excuse
Let's
me?
not pretend. Let's not pretend like we don't just draw cursed things on this stream.
How dare you come from Tiger Cooks?
Your Tiger Cooks gives me nightmares.
The way he is in a deep squat and staring straight at the camera, you mean?
And also
The
the fact
camera-
that you went, I'm gonna oil paint him.
It's just that he was already so fucked, I had to just double down. I can hear your brain on the other side thinking, actually, no, you didn't have to. But in that situation, your brain would be wrong, and I absolutely did have to.
I kind of want to give him some fuzzies.
Oh my god. Look at Himba. He's kind of lumpy.
Him. He is kind of lumpy.
He probably sheds like a mofo. Aw, yeah, move it straight up between the eyes, baby.
It's a classic anime trick.
So we have a Psy fighter, an alchemist, Kalashtar, and then did we have a fourth friend?
Sorcerer, emo,
Oh right, emo
combat
sorcerer.
boot, Heelys.
We do need one that's a little kid.
It's the principal's child. right? Or
That they're
maybe it's
just
their
forced to
coach's
look after.
it's their coach's child, maybe.
Oh my god, you're right. The coach's child who's like 3 grades below them
Hmm.
and just
Is a
is like,
prodigy. It is very good at roller derby, but can't play because they're not in the correct age group.
yeah. So the coach is like, okay, you guys hang out with this kid who's better than you at this sport.
Hmm. What class?
Is there a class that says prodigy? What other psi classes are there?
There's only the fighter, the sorcerer, and the rogue, as far as I can tell. Although you could probably look up Tasha's and see.
I feel like I feel like I feel like prodigious children are bards, to be honest with you.
I would agree with that.
And then if they're gonna be a bard, God, there's so many really excellent options for bards. I do love the College of Glamour Bard. That one's hilarious. But maybe College of Swords or Valor would make sense.
Yeah. I don't remember. What does Valor do?
It is very similar to College of Swords. I think it's less fun. You just so you
Yeah.
definitely get proficiency in all the like sort of martial crap, the armor and the weapons and stuff. And then you can use combat inspiration. So I don't remember. Let me look it up. A creature that has bardic inspiration from that die can roll the die and add the number rolled to the weapon damage roll it just made, which is really only useful if the person crits, I feel like.
Yeah, so then I think they're swords.
Yeah, because swords is fun because you get all those maneuvers, which is always fun. Could be fun to give the kid 2 weapon fighting also as the fighting style.
That would be really fun. But can the kid fight with his rollerblades?
Why is it? Why? I guess so.
You sound so defeated.
It's just that I don't want it to.
He doesn't have to.
No, it's fine. It's just that how they run and then 2 weapon fight with their rollerblades.
Kick, kick.
Do you hear yourself?
Huh? Have you watched a magical girl show?
I mean, look.
I feel like I'm not that off base.
You're probably not, is the thing.
I'm gonna do something cursed. Oops.
When are you not doing something cursed, though?
That's a great question. How do scarf tie? I don't care.
You know I don't know the answer to this question. I think maybe what you should do for the scarf tying problem
Mm-hmm.
is just make it an amorphous lump. That's my
can do
personal
that.
strategy.
Just like a whoop. I'm just gonna leave it under, and we'll all be upset about it later. Hmm?
I think that's fine, right?
I think this is fine. What color is Reginald?
Now, this is a question I cannot answer.
I'll just color from my heart.
From your heart?
From my heart.
I feel like, okay, wait. We've missed something very important here. Who is which color in this?
Oh my goodness, you're right. So
Purple is always
Gwendolyn
the edgy one. That's done already.
Gwendolyn has to be pink, like the red pink, because she's the leader.
You're right.
And then purple for the emo one.
Yeah, them's
Orange
the rules.
for the orange for the child.
Again, then them's the rules.
Green for the alchemist, blue for the injured roller derby player.
Green for the alchemist, blue for the injured. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was really easy,
rules.
actually.
Them is the rules. So if she's pink, Reginald's scarf has to be pink.
Correct, yes.
I kind of want it to be like a reddish pink. Like that. I think that's good. Okay, but what if Reginald is cherry blossom themed?
Oh my god. Yes. So cute. Yeah, little buddy. Fuck.
We all love Reginald in this house.
He
could be like a white chinchilla with like, or like an almost white chinchilla with like a little. We'll do some cherry blossoms over this. I do think having pink eyes is cursed, so we're not going to do that.
Oh my god, look at this little friend though.
I guess I could have just turned up my what is it, threshold. Is it too complicated to say that they also all have flowers attached to them?
No.
I think
that's
that
a
it all,
regular ass level of complicated for these things.
yeah, so I think that they all have, so obviously Gwendolyn's is cherry blossoms because Reginald is cherry blossom themed. We've established.
Yeah, we're set on that.
We're pretty set on that one. I think maybe I feel like the child is marigold if it's like that orange color.
Yeah, that might be straight out of Mew Mew Power.
Oh, is it? Whatever.
Because there's that little like monkey tambourine one. Do you know?
Oh, you're so right. Yeah.
And that
maybe
one,
it could
I
be
don't
like
know if she's
poppy.
actually marigold flower, but like her hair is for sure a marigold.
Okay. Well, maybe hers can be poppy instead or something.
Like a California poppy. Or a daffodil.
Yeah.
Daffodil's good too.
Daffodil is good, actually. Let's do daffodil.
Okay, so cherry blossom, daffodil, and then blue, we said is the coach, right?
Mm-hmm. So it should be something regal. It's not the coach, it's the
Hyacinth. Oh, the team captain, right.
It's the team
Hyacinths
captain.
are a little bit too floofy, though. I feel like we're looking for something a little more sleek.
Yeah. I'm leaving it up to you to look up
I've got them up right now. Don't even worry about it, my
to look up
dude.
flowers. I figured you did. I just wanted to make
I
sure.
mean,
Let
bluebells are
me.
always an option, or like morning glories.
I like Morning Glory because we are trying to make this one the bush one.
Yeah, orchids are also good.
But orchids, in my mind, orchids are purple. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's like there's like a spiky blue one, and the name is escaping me right now.
Allium?
No, that one's more purple. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking of one that's more. Okay, when I look up spiky flower, I'm getting a purple one, so maybe I just was mistaken. Or cornflower. Cornflowers are beautiful and they're very spiky. They're like kind
Let's
of
do
angular.
cornflower then.
Yeah, cornflower. Okay, and then purple I think is a
We
thistle.
need purple. Yes, because she's edgy.
Yeah. What's the green one though?
No clue.
Just a green onion.
So funny, honestly.
How cursed is that?
That's pretty cursed, but I'm here for it. Just like a leek. Green onion.
Just like a straight up leek.
Yeah.
She could be the tall skinny one also.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to be like, if we're going California poppy and we are going like California desert, she could be a succulent of some sort, like an aloe or something. But I do think leek is funnier.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. There's lots of green varieties of flowers, but they wouldn't be like the flower that you first
The
think of.
yeah.
Oh. They could be like ivy
Oh, that
or
would
like a
actually be nice.
fern. Ferns are nice. Although
What
in
if her
terms of
name
like if
is
they're an
Fern?
alchemist, maybe the ivy makes more sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a straight up marijuana leaf.
If it is California, I mean.
Peace lily kind of works also.
What's peace lily?
It says like they're often like white and kind of like cup shaped.
Oh, like a calla lily?
Yeah, they might actually be calla lilies.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Or I think
I
they
think that
look
would work.
similar.
Something along those lines would work, I think.
But the idea of having one just be a straight up leek is so funny.
I mean, we can just keep it as leek.
So if she's got a chinchilla, is the chinchilla the one and only pet of the group? I feel like it should be.
I kind of feel like it is too. I mean, look at him. He's perfect.
You're so zoomed in on the screen right now that I can't see him really, other than you just painstakingly making little cherry blossoms.
Look at him. He's perfect.
Oh, yeah, look at those little arms. God, I love it when animals have useless little hands.
It's so funny. Because when they have useful hands, they do things like stick their claws into you while you're sleeping.
You wouldn't know from experience or anything, would you?
You also wouldn't know from experience,
What?
would you?
Yeah, but I don't have to live with them all the time.
It's true. They're really cute, though. Winston really likes sleeping next to the refrigerator, and I don't know why.
Does it make a noise? Sometimes animals really like the noises appliance makes for whatever reason.
That's true. It does make like a little hum.
So
I
he
don't
might
know
just be
where else to
vibing.
put cherry blossoms. That's true. He feels like he needs the vibes. How to say?
He
He's
doesn't
an
really
anxious
need the
boy.
vibes though. He's just wants the
He is an
vibes.
anxious boy.
I mean, I guess so. I feel like Reginald is always noticing things before the rest of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
In D&D
He's the
parlance, much higher perception than everybody else. Look at that, brought it back around to being a D&D stream. Congrats to me.
in D&D parlance, the D&D PC.
The DMPC?
Yes, sorry, the DMPC with plot armor, who can never die because he's so cute.
He's
Look at
too
him.
cute. We would never kill him. So basically, like, he's always like, guys. And then they're like, not now, Reginald.
Mm-hmm.
We're spying on the other team. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Guys.
They're right here. They're literally behind you. Yeah. Why do we think that the other team is undead, though? Like, what's causing the undead?
I think it's kind of like, remember in Pitch Perfect, that one lady that refused to graduate?
Yes.
It's like that, but they refuse to die because they haven't won a roller derby tournament yet.
Oh my goodness. Pitch
My
Perfect
worst
is
work
so
yet.
unhinged. That's okay. This stream has been a hot mess, so.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been a mess in my entire life. Thank you. Thank you.
If there is anybody in this world who has never been a mess in their entire lives, I want to know their secret.
Yeah, what's that like, honestly? Because it's like not even noon and I want a nap.
God, me too. I want to play Ooblets, but I also need to go grocery shopping.
Ew.
Right?
Do you have a Safeway in your area?
We have Vaughn's.
Okay. Never mind.
Vaughn's
Then.
is Safeway. Why?
Well, you might be able to order online and get it delivered for free.
The problem is that I need to be the one who picks out the fruit that goes in my cart. I can't
You're right.
have somebody else just grabbing fruit. Like I
I know.
can't do it.
Especially because the kind of fruit that you like tends to be fruit that like needs to be kind of handled.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stone fruits and stuff. Like you can't just roll up. And,
Yeah.
you understand. I didn't explain it at all, but you do understand.
I do understand.
I'm realizing if I don't draw on my iPad, we don't have the triangle.
Whatever.
We'll place her next week
Honestly.
if we remember.
We won't.
Messy. Wow. The blush is killing me.
I actually think that I need to make it smaller to be like actually anime.
He's honestly kind of a freaky little guy.
He's perfect. He is kind of a little freak, but
I was gonna say,
We
it's not
love
a
him.
lie though. He can be both perfect and also kind of a freaky little guy.
I'm obsessed with him. Look at him.
We gotta figure out something to
Yeah.
draw next week that is actually D&D and has D&D things to talk about.
And I won't draw an animal next week, maybe. Probably not. I probably will draw an animal next week.
Oof, I just popped my back in so many spots.
Horrifying.
Meow.
Meow.
I'm out of things to say. Do you want to wrap up stream?
Yeah.
Thank you to our incredible viewers. I'm so sorry for what has happened today.
I'm not. Look at Reginald.
All right. We'll see you next week. I have no idea what we're doing next week.
Neither do I, because I haven't looked at anything yet.
All right. Bye.
Bye.